How are we doing, YouTube? Jack here, bringing you a brand new video. Today's subject is about hydration. It's something I'm always on about to all my clients and friends and family. I can't believe I haven't made a video about it before, actually. But it was a great idea from my girlfriend this morning, so I figured I'd make one for you guys today. I've jotted down a few key points on a piece of paper for me that I want to address, because there's so many factors when it comes to hydration and dehydration. And I wanted to focus on the more important ones rather than heading off in a tangent. The first one I really want to address is what dehydration can cause in terms of your own performance and your feelings. There's certain percentages of dehydration, and they're only very minimal. And just a quick fact: your body can't survive on, if you're 4% dehydrated, your body can't survive on that, and that's a very, very low percentage. So it's kind of just an eye-opener for you guys to firstly keep hydrated as best you possibly can, and I'm hoping the rest of these tips on this video is going to help you with how to do that. But even being the slightest dehydrated, about 0.5%, maybe 1%, it can cause you to firstly have some low energy. Your vitality and your immunity is affected as well. So for you who might quite often get the common cold, or occasionally migraines, or just little headaches every now and then, that can be directly affected from being dehydrated. You may not have caught it off anyone. You may not have caught the actual... So it's really, really important that you keep hydrated. It's the simplest thing to do, and it can help you in so many ways. The next thing I want to address is one of the most common mistakes that a lot of people make when it comes to thinking they're keeping themselves hydrated, and that's to do with having flavoured water. Because unfortunately, a lot of people don't like just normal plain old water. I love it. I'll have it all day, every day. But obviously, there's no flavour to it. But you grow on it. The more you have it, you grow on it, and you really enjoy and you feel good as a result of having it. So you keep having it. But flavoured water, there's loads of brands out there. There's loads of different flavours: peach, strawberry. There's hundreds out there. But unfortunately, this is kind of giving you a negative effect. You think you're hydrating, but in fact, in actual realness, your body's having to work even harder to firstly cope with the sugars that are coming with that. There's a lot of sugar. If you want to check it, there's a lot of sugar in those flavoured waters, and as a result, your body has to take in more water anyway to compensate for it. So really, you're doing yourself worse than any good, really. So try and replace that flavoured water as much as you like it, as much as it tastes good. Try and replace it with just normal water, and you can have other drinks outside of it. A lot of you are coffee and tea fans. I know that for a fact. I'm not a massive fan. I'll drink the occasional cup of tea, but things like the Coke, all those fizzy drinks and stuff like that. If you're looking to, in fact, on that subject, fizzy drinks, if you're looking to get a bit of an energy burst kind of thing, especially in the mornings, instead of having your traditional coffee, tea, or something like that, especially if you really often have it, your body will adapt to it and you won't get the effect that it used to give you. I'd advise, try just sparkling water with some citrus juice in there, and that will give you a bit of a spike. Try it. You never know until you try it, but try it. I've had it occasionally when I'm feeling a little bit low on energy in the mornings, and it does work. Just sparkling water with a little bit of citrus juice inside. It tastes nice, and it will give you that little spike that you need. But still, don't forget about just intaking that normal amount of water. When it comes to tips on when and how to keep yourself hydrated, my advice would be to first thing in the morning, have a pint of water. First thing you do, even before breakfast, just to give your body that water that it needs to start the engine running kind of thing, and start your day off with some good hydration. And then throughout the day, just regular intakes of little glasses or sips. I have a big bottle, 2-litre bottle of water. It's always with me, apart from when I'm at home. When I'm at home, I've got another water bottle there. But at the gym here, I've always got this. This is 2 litres. I try and get through 2 of these a day. As you can see, it's, at the moment it's 9 o'clock, and I've already got just a little bit through there. And I'll just keep regularly intaking all the way through the day. What also my advice would be when it comes to exercising as well. So you could go to the gym, you could go for a run, go for a cycle, anything. Obviously your body is sweating, it's working hard, it's burning calories, so increase your water intake even more, just to keep yourself hydrated. Because like I said before, if you're even the slightest dehydrated, you will be low on energy. And obviously when you're exercising, if you're low on energy, you're not performing to that 100% effort that you're looking for, and you're not going to get the results that you're looking for as a result of that. When it comes to foods that link up to hydration and dehydration, let's look at how foods can help you hydrate easier. I've written down a couple of foods here, which are nuts and seeds. Funny enough, I've done a video about this recently, just the benefit of nuts and seeds. There's so many benefits there. If you're not having them, just try them. There's so many out there as well if you don't like them, but there's so many out there. Try things. You will not regret it, I promise you. The benefit that you get from them is phenomenal. But I've written down walnuts and flax seeds. These two are very, very key for the body. They'll also help with holding moisture in your body. It's a very common thing that people find, that they also say, oh, if I drink too much water, I have to go to the toilet all the time. I have to go away from work to go to the toilet. I constantly feel like it's a very, very common thing that people are saying. If I drink too much water, I'm constantly having to go to the toilet. I'm having to go away from work to go to the toilet. Now, let's look at that on 2 levels. One, you're doing far, far more. Let's look at it on 2 levels. One, you're doing. Let's look at it on 2 levels. One, you're going to have more energy because you're well hydrated anyway. So all the work that you are doing, no matter what you do, whether it's being proactive, being a tradesperson, or sitting behind a desk, your brain activity, your energy is going to be higher up, so you're going to be more proactive, hopefully anyway. And 2, you are, especially if you are sitting behind a desk all the time, you are getting up, you're walking, you're moving, you're going to be burning more calories just doing that little walk to the toilet and back than just sitting there all day, every day. Okay, so a lot of you may have goals such as weight loss or fat burning or inch loss. Those little things like that will just aid your increase in metabolism, burning those extra calories that you would not normally burn off if you just sat there. So there's benefits there as well. You see how I'm just saying all this? All just simple thing as water. Intaking water has so many benefits, not just hydration levels, but they can aid with your weight loss, your fat loss, your muscle building, your weight gain, your inch loss, all those things. That it can have that small effect which can aid everything, because it can give you more energy, it will help your metabolism increase, it will give your body that absorption of foods much more effectively, little things like that. So do it, plain and simple, do it. And last thing I want to sort of touch on is to do with what your body is like. I can't really explain it, but the best analogy I thought of when it comes to your muscles in your body is, think of your muscles and your organs as a sponge, or many sponges in this case. When you put a sponge underneath the tap and you don't squeeze it, you just hold it under there, maybe the outer layer will get soaked in a bit of water, so it will have a slight absorption of that water that's it's being on there, but not all the way through to the centre. If you're holding that sponge under the tap and you're squeezing it regularly, it's going to really absorb the water right into the centre, and it's going to be well absorbed into there. Now, think of your muscles just like that. If you're drinking and moving, so if you're drinking and walking around, If you have a drink and then do a bit of exercise, if you're drinking and exercising, your muscles are going to absorb that water far more easier because they're moving, they're sucking in that water that you're taking into your body. And so you're going to hold the moisture in there as well for longer, so you're going to keep hydrated for longer. You've got less risk of being dehydrated because your water's more grown into your body. And you're just going to all around have a better feeling, more energy all the way through the day. So I keep touching on it. Drink water. It's that simple. I've said to a lot of people, I've said to all my clients, do you have enough water? And most of the time, it's a no. I've spoken to a lot of people at my networking group. I say a very common question there when I stand up and do my 2-3 minutes or so. Who here thinks they drink enough water? And not many people put their hand up. It's such a simple thing to do. Get doing it, especially if you're a regular exerciser, if you're intaking more than you think you should be taking in of fizzy drinks, coffee, tea, things like that. Drink more water and it will help immediately and you'll feel better, I promise you that. So if you don't do it, try it and let me know. So leave a comment below if it has helped you, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you have, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That would be great for the support of the channel. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.